so welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all having a lovely Wednesday. Today I am going to be talking you through my favourites for August 2024, so let's get right in. I have a mix of beauty and non-beauty stuff, so I'm going to talk about makeup first and then we're going to work into the hobbies that I've been enjoying throughout the month. So the first couple of things that I have is these. They are small eyeshadow palettes. The first one that I'm going to be showing you guys here is this. This is the Lid Stuff by Soap and Glory. I actually took this away with me on a holiday in the middle of August, and I just thought the colours are really nice. They're really nice and beautiful and earthy and neutral. And as you can see here, my particular two favourites here are this shade here, which is called Copper, and I also like this one here, which is called Good as Gold. And you can just pack these all over the lid, and if you're wanting to just do a quick smoky eye where you might not have a lot of time, or you might not have wanted to carry a lot of makeup in your luggage. I also love how it has like a nice big mirror as well, which will focus on like your eye area, hence the name eyeshadow. I'm actually wearing the shade Toasty right now, which is this one here. I did a mix of this one and this one here, and I just love how you can take it from day to night. And it just goes to show you that when you go on holiday that you don't need like a lot of makeup, because there is a strong chance if you were to take a big palette it could get smashed if you were to take this in your main luggage. Although I'm not really a person that would have to worry about hand luggage or like your main suitcase, this would definitely be a good one, because at least it's nice and small and you'd be able to have one that will last you the end of the holiday. And another one that I've got here, and I'm planning on doing another couple of videos of here, is the number 7 limited edition. This is a permanent one that I've got. This is an eye palette in the shade Nude. I absolutely love it in here. You get 8 natural shades in here. They're just numbered from here from 1 to 8. As you can see, I have used a lot of colours in this one more than others. I've definitely used a lot of the neutral shades here, so if I was having like a good skin day, or if I wanted to just keep my makeup fairly minimal, this is definitely the palette to go for if you're wanting to do a beginner friendly look. I also like how you can pack these all over the lid. They're not too pigmented as well, so it gives you that barely there eyeshadow effect. It's really nice and shimmery as well. They are all shimmers, so if you're wanting to maybe do one without experimenting too much, this will definitely be the one for you, because it is a shimmer only palette. Again, this also has a mirror in it, so this is another great one to focus on, because at least you can be able to do your eyeshadow confidently, but also you'll be able to see what you're doing, and then you can like bring it in closer if you're wanting to focus it on one area. And another great one, I feel like in August, because a lot of people go on holiday in August, it seems to be all about the small makeup pieces in here. And the last eyeshadow that I'd like to show you guys, and this is the one that I've used in a couple of my videos, and this is another number 7 Stay Perfect trio. This is in the shade Cappucinno. I absolutely love this as well. It's nice and small. No lid in this one unfortunately, but you can definitely use if it was something that you could do in the house or in your holiday home or whatever accommodation that you're staying in. I like how it's hypoallergenic, so this is great for people with sensitive skin. If you're like me who also has sensitive skin, this will be a great one for you, because it is still sticking with the neutral ones, although there is a more smokier, warm toned, bronzy colour. The colours remind me a little bit of the colour medals that you win in the Olympics or the Paralympics, because it's the Paralympics at the minute. So, and if any of you have been watching it, I hope you're enjoying it. Are you actually enjoying it? And if you want to comment below with what your favourite sport is, I would love to hear that. What I absolutely love about here is you've got this one here, which is for your brow bone. Although I have used this on the lid before, and it still achieves the same effect as the big number 7 palette. Then you've got this silver one, which you've been packing all over the lid, and I've been using this in my 2014 versus 2024 tutorial where I did like a half and half. And then I've got this bronze one here, which I end up sticking my thumb in that one. It's got a bit of a dint in there. I am thinking about giving this a go in September and October, so it would be nice to see some of my older eyeshadow palettes and never used on my channel before get use of the light of day again. Moving on to foundation and like highlight, I've also got this MAC Dazzle Shadow Liquid. This is in the shade Everyday is Sunshine. This is a regular on my channel because I love that, because it's nice and small, and it's a great one to fit into your clutch bag as well, because it's not too bulky. It's very resembling of the NYX Jumbo eye pencils, so if your budget doesn't stretch for these, a great alternative would be the Kiko Longwear 8-hour eyeshadow sticks, or another one here, which is the NYX Jumbo eye pencil. This is in the shade Strawberry Milk. This is a really nice strawberry pink colour. It's shimmery and creamy, so it's the one where you can like just pack it on, like colour your eye in, and then you could just use your finger to blend it in. With the MAC one, I like this one because it's got like a high glitter pigment as well, so it is not like one of these ones where you would have to worry about it being too like out there. It's nice neutral colours. I do have other colours, but a lot of them were a bit heavy for me, so I went with this one. What I would say is this may not be suitable if you have like sensitive skin, or if you've got like a eye area that can quite easily get like red, because it is one of these ones where it starts to activate on contact. I don't wear this alone because I have quite a sensitive eye area, so I pair it with another eyeshadow, and that way if I put that one first, it will kind of create a barrier and like a protective layer for my eyes, and then when I come to take it off, it won't be as red and angry. Foundation wise, my favourite one has got to be the Bourjois Healthy Mix one, and this is the one where I did a full video on it, like a first impressions. A full review on this too, because at first this was discontinued, but they've recently brought it back, which I was over the moon about because it was one of my favourite foundations. It smells like apricot yogurt as well, and it reminded me of a lot of what the YouTubers used to use when they were starting out on YouTube, or if you were like, it definitely had early to mid 2010, so I think this was out in about 2013 or 14. Really nice coverage as well. It says it lasts up to 16 hours with a mix of vitamins here, C, E and B5. I absolutely love it because it has like a really nice coverage. It lasts a really good amount of time, and it is a great foundation if you're wanting to use it in the summer because it's not too cakey, and it's also breathable, so you won't have to worry about it being too sticky and breaking out in hives. If you want to check out my video on the Bourjois foundation, I will link all of the videos and every other video that I mentioned in the description box below. Would highly recommend the shade that I've got here. This is the shade number 50 Rose Ivory, and it is overall a great foundation, which I would definitely recommend. 10 out of 10 foundation. I'm looking forward to using a lot more of my forgotten foundations because it would be nice to see me showcase it on my channel, because it's like one of these ones that I don't normally use, and it's a tried and tested one, and at least I know I've got that peace of mind that my skin will tolerate that particular product. Moving on to the hand creams now. I've got like a couple of body lotions here. I've got this one here. This is a Ted Baker one. This is the shade Violet. This is the shade. The scent Violet and Bergamot. This is the 50ml one, which is pretty delicate florals. Treat your hard working hands to some TLC with Ted Baker's moisturising hand cream. Enriched with shea butter for ultimate hydration. Delicately scented with a bouquet of shea flowers and soft berries. Hands, nails and cuticles had never felt so good. I love this so much. I actually got this in an advent calendar, and I ended up taking this away with me on holiday, and I ended up repurchasing this. My two favourites are particularly this one and the raspberry and orange blossom one that I might do in my next favourite video. I just like that because it's just like a delicate scent. It's got a nice floral packaging on as well. I absolutely love it, and it is quite gentle as well, so if you're wanting something where it wasn't too scenty, this will definitely be the one for you. And I also like how as well it lasts a really good amount of time, and that you can always have like a good helping on here, rub it in, and it'll leave your hands feeling super silky soft. I look forward to seeing what the Ted Baker has in this year's advent calendar. I might see how much it is and then have a look at what the products are inside, and if any of these or the raspberry and orange blossom are inside this advent calendar, then I would definitely consider repurchasing it. Body lotion now. I've got this Victoria's Secret one, and this is a one that is a nice shade to take into. This is like a late summer, early autumn, and this is the shade Temptation. This has Luscious Apple, Desert Flower, So Obsessed. I absolutely love this here. It is a great replacement to one of my favourite perfumes that I had at school. It was the Little Mix Gold Magic perfume, so once I ran out of that, I was like heartbroken. I was absolutely heartbroken, and I thought, what am I going to use to replace this really nice scent? I also found this one here. I've got the body spray as well. It smells really nice. It has like apple in, which is my favourite fruit, and it's just got the colours just definitely make me think of autumn, and it's just a nice transitional shade, like transitional perfume from going into from spring and summer, where you've got your more floral and your fruity ones, as opposed to when you then venturing into autumn and winter, where you start to go into your more warmer, heavier scents. So what I would say is it looks like it has, and I like the little detail how it's got like inside the bottle, it has like a dahlia pattern on here. I want to try growing dahlias, and then the amount of rain that we had this year, I didn't think we'd end up getting that much, and then it ended up drowning rather than growing. So if I was to get any dahlias again, I would definitely get ready-made ones, and at least you can see what they're supposed to look like. Going back to the spray, I absolutely love the colour scheme. You do get a good amount in there. There's 250 millilitres in there, and it's really nicely priced as well, and it shows you that it's one of these ones where it's like one spritz and you're pretty much good to go, and you won't have to worry about how long the alcohol is going to linger on here, because it wears off fairly quickly. 10 out of 10, as with all the Victoria and the Victoria lotions and body sprays. I absolutely love these. I plan on using a lot more of these in my future favourites, and one I could definitely use if I was like going to work, or if I was to go somewhere where I needed to smell nice for a nice period of time. Then moving on to these, I actually got these on holiday. Not long ago I ended up taking up knitting thanks to Tom Daly during the Olympic Games. During the games you could definitely see points in the diving where it would cut to the side, and you definitely see Tom Daly knitting something. I remember him in the Doha Championships knitting 3 jumpers, and then when he went to the Olympics in Paris he knitted a cross-on bag that I would use to store his medals in. That was something I thought about doing when I did for my Great North Run medals. So what I've done, I'm in the midst of making a couple at the minute, and I'm going to find a nice colour that I might use to knit the pouch that I'm going to get for my 2024 medal. On holiday I actually got these Herdy stitch markers. So what you do is now I've never used stitch markers before. I've always ended up using my knitting needles, so I thought maybe a good way we could do a way of keeping it was feeding these through the wool, which I'm guessing is what the metal hoop is. Herdy is a brand that was established in the Lake District, and it was one of my favourites as well, and it's one of my favourite brands because whenever I went to the Lake District, whenever I came home, I always thought about going to the Herdy shop. We have quite a few Herdy products in the house, including planters and like placemats to put your cup on, and I just love them how they've got like different colours. So the colours that they have in Herdy are black, green, orange, blue, pink and purple. The pink one is particularly my favourite because it is a nice dark cerise colour, and it is a one where it's not like too in your face, and then it's like where if there's anyone that likes various shades of pink but can't decide, this is definitely the one for you. From day one at Herdy, we've realised that building sustainable communities means working together. This is an independent retailer which is inspired by the Herdwick sheep, which you'll see a lot of it in the field if you are to venture to the Lake District. Since we are talking about the Lake District, I actually filmed a video at Friars Crag, so that will be available to watch, which was actually my last video. So what I might do towards the end of the video, I might include that in the on-screen graphics on the channel. And then the last thing that I've got is this one. This is one I've decided to venture back to, and this was a regular in my work bag, and this is the Giovanna Fletcher books. The one that I'm currently reading is The Other One That I Want. I always think of the Grease song whenever I hear that, because there's a song where they're on the fairground of the same name. So what I've read so far, it's where this girl Maddie is dressed in white, she's getting married, she's standing at the back of the church, and at the end of the aisle is Rob, the man she's about to marry and the man of her dreams. Next to Rob is Ben, the best man and the best friend of 2 people I ever have, which is the problem. In this book it is where it cuts back and forward between childhood, where it starts off with Maddie getting married, and then it goes back in time to when she started primary school. She ended up moving schools and then started making a few friends, and then she ended up befriending Rob and Ben, and it just shows you the journey through primary and secondary school and into early adulthood of how they met, eventually got together, engaged, and they are about to marry. I'm really looking forward to seeing what the rest of this story holds. Gorgeously tender, funny and big-hearted, according to Miranda Dickinson. Tons of charm and genius warmth. Praise for Giovanna Fletcher. She's one of my favourite authors at the minute. She's actually married to Tom Fletcher from McFly, who actually wrote a lot of children's novels, including The Christmasaurus, Space Band, and more recently The Danger Gang, which I've been reading a lot at work. I am thinking about doing a review on Space Band because I finished doing I finished reading that book, and I might do a review on that in depth on my channel in September, which would be a good starting point for anyone who have got kids who are just going back to school and then they want a bit of a starting point of what books they can read. But yes, I'm really looking forward to seeing what is next for the Giovanna Fletcher series. I also read Some Kind of Wonderful and Billy and Me, and they were both really, really good stories. If I wanted a moment where I could just escape from real life for a couple of hours, I would definitely reach for this book. And there you have it, guys. That is my August favourites for 2024. I have not done any of these videos in a long time. I think the last time I did a favourites video was 2020. It continued on to March, and then I ended up doing a lot more of my makeup tutorials and my covers because I had a lot more time on my hands, and it was a one where I wanted to maybe see what else I had in the rest of the month that will give me some ideas to take forward into future favourites. Let me know what your favourite product was, because I would love to give that another go. In the meantime, be sure to hit the bell down below, comment and subscribe, and I will see you all very soon for another video. Thanks for watching.